Welcome back, brother. This content is for those genuinely interested in men's rights. It covers complex, controversial topics that may not suit a general audience. If you're not part of the men's rights community, this video isn't for you, so feel free to tune out now. I'm Conrad Riker, a writer and advocate for fairness, dignity, and respect for men. This movement isn't about division, but addressing systemic injustices in divorce, family law, and societal expectation. Inspired by hardworking men unfairly stripped of their rights, I write for balance and justice. Together, we can change the narrative. Please like and subscribe if you appreciate this video, as it will help get the word out to those who need it. Thank you. Please relax and enjoy. This is an excerpt from Shattering the Feminist Facade, Rediscovering God's Design for Marriage. Shattering the Feminist Facade, Rediscovering God's Design for Marriage is an ebook available in all good stores. Greetings, fellow seekers of truth and wisdom. My name is Conrad Riker, and I am the author of this groundbreaking work, Shattering the Feminist Facade, Rediscovering God's Design for Marriage. I am a passionate defender of traditional values and a firm believer in the divine order of creation. Through my own personal experiences and extensive research, I have discovered the urgent need to shed light on the misguided beliefs and cultural pressures that have eroded the sanctity of marriage. I wrote this book for red-pilled rational men who are searching for a return to traditional values and God's intended structure for marriage. If you're tired of the constant confusion and chaos created by modern societal trends and feminist ideologies, this book is for you. It offers a refreshing and unapologetic exploration of the biblical foundations of marriage, challenging the corrosive influence of feminism on traditional gender roles and relationships. By reading this book, you will gain the knowledge and understanding needed to reclaim your role in marriage and build a godly household rooted in love, trust, and mutual submission. You will learn practical strategies for handling marital conflict, especially when faced with a wife who challenges traditional marriage structure. You will embrace the unity of man and wife as one flesh, transcending individual desires and fostering lifelong commitment. And you will explore the biblical view of procreation and the natural role of children within marriage. However, if you are not a part of the target audience, a red-pilled, rational man seeking a return to traditional values, I strongly urge you to put this book down and find a more suitable activity for your time. This book is not for those who wish to challenge or undermine the divine order of creation or the biblical principles of male headship and female submission. In conclusion, I invite you to embark on this transformative journey with me as we shatter the feminist facade and rediscover God's design for marriage. Together, we can restore the sanctity of this sacred institution and build a brighter future for ourselves and our families. So without further ado, let us begin this enlightening and empowering exploration of the biblical foundations of marriage. With the introduction completed, we are jumping to an extract from the book. We live in a world that is increasingly antithetical to Christian values. One of the biggest challenges we face is the prevalence of feminism, an ideology that seeks to undermine traditional gender roles and family structures. As red-pilled men, it is our duty to resist these influences and adhere to the biblical principles that have guided us for millennia. It's imperative that we understand the true nature of the enemy we face. Feminism, at its core, is an ideology that seeks to empower women at the expense of men. It's a movement that has succeeded in redefining the very concept of gender, blurring the lines between male and female roles and identity. This is a direct attack on God's design for marriage and the family. To defy these forces, we need to bolster our own determination. We have to be steadfast in our dedication to the factual and to the values we cherish. We have to arm ourselves with information, understanding the history and the motives behind the feminist movement. We also need to be ready to challenge the cultural Marxist influences that have penetrated our educational institutions, our media, and our government. One of the most effective ways to combat the influence of feminism is to demonstrate the superiority of traditional gender roles through our own actions. As husbands, we must be the leaders of our households, setting the tone and guiding our families according to God's will. We must be the providers, ensuring that our wives and children are well taken care of. We must also be the protectors, shielding our families from the negative influences of the world around us. It's vital that we communicate our expectations and priorities to our wives, ensuring that they understand their role in our families. This can be a delicate conversation, but it's one that is necessary in order to establish a strong foundation for our marriages. By setting clear boundaries and expectations, we can prevent the feminist agenda from infiltrating our homes. Finally, let's look at some examples of successful marriages that have overcome these challenges. John and Sarah, a couple from Tennessee, have been married for 27 years. They have 4 children and a strong traditional marriage. John says, "We've always prioritized our marriage and our family. We never let the world dictate how we should live our lives. We've always followed God's plan for our family, and it's been a blessing to us. To counteract feminist sway, we must be resilient, steadfast, and devoted to factual accuracy. We should be equipped to confront the cultural Marxist program and exemplify the supremacy of conventional gender roles through our own behaviors. By doing this, we can safeguard our households and ensure the preservation of God's blueprint for matrimony." Thank you for listening. Thank you for your interest in Shattering the Feminist Facade, rediscovering God's design for marriage, available in all good bookstores. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.